we have there's this hubris that, we can control nature. And we think we can, and we try, and we often do. And that's what happened with the Mississippi River, right? It flooded, it was getting to be, a problem. So we walled it in on both sides, and it has worked. It doesn't flood in the springtime. The levees work, right? So we're controlling nature. Isn't that great? Look how good we are. We've figured out how to do it. Forgetting the whole fundamental dynamic of what built the delta in the first place, the flooding. So yeah, we controlled the river, and what did we do in the process? We're killing hundreds of square miles of wetlands because it needs the flooding. So we missed it completely. So I think people are finally learning that you can't control nature, but all right, so you have a practical problem. What are you going to do, right? Well, there are ways to work with nature instead of against it. And one of the basic engineering approaches had been discussed, but now it's really being discussed again in much more realistic terms. Is all right. So you want to levee the river so it doesn't flood, but you could also put gates in the southern side of the river, big, huge gates, so that in the springtime you can open these gates and let fresh water wash down through into the marshes. Right. It provides a way for these natural processes to at least occur to some extent, which they weren't occurring at all before. So there's certainly, I think there's a much more, I guess, a growing realization that you can work with nature. They learn